Hi everyone. Are you a mom that ever feels like your strong emotions can make or break a conversation? We've all been there. We're human and these things happen. And so I want to talk about that today in regards to communication with your adult child. So for those of you that are new here to my channel, I just want to welcome you. My name is Sally Harris and I'm a mom who walked a difficult road with my own daughter for over 10 years. And when I say that her life spiraled out of control, mine did the same, all at the same time. And, I know now that it does not have to be that way. And that's why I do what I do here. So welcome. I hope you subscribe to the channel and get some blessings out of this. So let's dive into this subject today. Our strong emotions can control a conversation, can make or break a conversation with anyone, but specifically talking about you and your adult son or daughter. So some of the best tips I have for you on this is we really need to, as moms, as adults, we need to approach these conversations in a calm and respectful manner as much as humanly possible. Now, I know not every conversation is scheduled, right? There's times where you can make a scheduled time to have a conversation or to sit down and talk about something. If that's your situation right now where you're able to do that with them, there's absolutely that possibility at some time. But also there's conversations that happen in the moment, and those you can't always prepare for as well as those scheduled ones, right? So when you are trying to approach something in a calm manner, but maybe you're not feeling very calm, truly the best suggestion to me is walk away. If you are truly in a state of feeling, full of chaos and that you have nothing nice to say, maybe something has transpired and it really pushed your buttons and you are not feeling calm at all. More times than not, you're going to make the situation worse by trying to have that conversation. So if it's not a pre-scheduled conversation or a lunch or whatever it is that you're doing, it's in the moment, but you're still feeling that you are as far from calm as you can be, I strongly recommend you saying something to the effect of, you know what, this isn't going to work right now. This conversation can't happen right now. Why don't we both take some time to cool off and let's come back together? Or maybe it was over the phone. It's different with email and texting because you have more time to pause in between those. And also I recommend that you do pause in between those. But when it's face to face, it's really hard sometimes. And so I want to encourage you to not be afraid to walk away and say that you need to find another time that's going to work for the two of you to have this conversation. So taking deep breaths, going for a walk, doing these things that I know you know what to do, it's a matter of doing it. And so I encourage you to honestly stop negotiating with yourself when it comes to doing what you need to do for yourself. You already know the things that are going to calm you, and everyone has their thing. There's certain tricks that work for people. You know what works for you to calm you down. And time is always on our side when it comes to that, right? Taking deep breaths, going outside in nature, getting a walk in, no matter how short. And I know it's cold out right now, but bundle up, get outside in the fresh air. I think that is so crucial and so important to engage our senses and to calm us down. Because the last thing you want, if you already have a relationship like this with your kids, the last thing you want is to have more havoc. The last thing you want is to create more animosity. You were trying to rebuild these relationships, not tear them apart. Now, your children that we're speaking about here are adults as well. Ideally, it would be great if they were practicing these same things that you are. But you and I both know that that's probably not the case in most cases. And so you can only control you. And so I encourage you to do the work, you to make sure that, you schedule that time. Don't be afraid to walk away and say that, you know what, this conversation, nothing good is going to happen out of this conversation in this moment. So I think it'd be best if we, regroup later or we talk tomorrow or whatever that is. Take those deep breaths, go for that walk, And just be kind to yourself in this process, because this isn't easy and you don't have to have all the answers. And I think so many times we as moms worry about having all the answers, saying the right thing, trying not to, make them angry. It comes down to, at some point, it's just like any other relationship where you have to be able to accept each other's shortcomings. But in the long run, you want that other person and yourself to be able to work on our shortcomings, right? So if we know that staying calm and having strong emotions is one of our shortcomings that we need to work on, that's why I'm saying it's okay to walk away. It's okay to say, let's revisit this tomorrow. So I hope that helps you and gives you encouragement to give yourself some grace in this process, because this is not easy. And communication is very difficult, but it's also, I believe, one of the number one tools to rebuild a relationship or to keep things on a steady level. And again, you only can control what comes out of your mouth, and not theirs. So I hope this helps you today. If you and I have never chatted before, I do have a consultation. It's you click the link below. It's for a discovery call. It is a 30-minute consultation. This is for moms who are ready to do the work, ready to make changes. And basically, it's not a coaching call. It's a consultation, a time for me to understand a little bit more about what's going on with your child, but also how it's affecting you, because that's really where I come in. So I hope that helps you today. I look forward to talking to you soon.